Medusa will not be played. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing you that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of movie reviews. And today is a little bit different because it's not specifically a movie, but it's kind of set up like a movie, which is Marvel's InHumans. And I can sum up my first impressions with two words, intrigued and hopeful. I'm intrigued because I'm very invested now in the outcome of what happens with this royal family, with this society that's up on the moon. And hopeful because I've seen enough here where, you know, I think they're going in a good direction. So let's get into the royal family. And I'll try to keep this spoiler free as much, but I might dip into spoilers. That's why I have the spoilers right here. But the royal family, you know, is kind of tight knit. And I like the way they're written because they kind of come with an ensemble angle where you kind of believe that these people have known each other for a while. And I know that you're watching TV, and we'll get to that in a second, but I like the royal family. And that's important for me when I'm watching something. I need to like the people that I'm watching. I need to care about them. So I like the way that they kind of regarded Black Bolt, and the way Black Bolt would use just facial expressions and stuff, you know, when it comes to Medusa or when it comes to Karnak or Gorgon, and then also the kind of, I guess, special sign language that they gave him, which I thought was really cool. I enjoyed the kind of like the outfits and the costuming, and I really enjoyed how they presented themselves when it came to like the elders or anything. They really presented themselves as a strong unit. Now, when it comes to the elders, there's a ceremony that they have, you know, for Terrigenesis. You guys have probably been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so you know that there's, you know, this process called their Terrigenesis. It turns people that have the inhuman gene, and it, you know, transforms them to being able to be their true selves. So I really enjoyed the process that they went through, and it showed how important it is to them. It's like a rite of passage. And it's that type of rite of passage that, you know, we don't really get time to really see on Earth because they're not, you know, connected to their, I guess, the royal family and the society up on the moon. So I really enjoyed how they took time and they took care, and it was very important for them to kind of help the youth kind of usher themselves into this life. And when it comes to the way they do it, you find out how important it is because they have set up a caste system. So, you know, you have the lower caste, you got, you know, your royal family and all that, and you might have some dissension here and there. And when it comes to the royal family, that's where Maximus comes in because he's trying to kind of play both sides. And you've seen in the trailer where, you know, you can definitely see he is not too keen on kind of where Black Bolt is taking the society, or how he's taking the family, or, you know, his actions against the humans. But before I move any further, let you know about the humans and all of this craziness that's going on this moon city society, let me remind you, you can find me at Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans is super dope. And you can find them at blackhollywoodlive.com, where they have celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, the whole bang. And you can come to YouTube every day for live streams at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So when it comes to, you know, the lower caste system, and of course Maximus and the royal family, Maximus of course sees his opening to kind of hedge his bets and, you know, kind of turn the people on the royal family. And as you can see in the trailer, of course there's a betrayal, a coup that happens. But inside of this coup, you get to see the responses from the people and the responses from the royal family, and it's very interesting to see the stark differences because the people don't seem to be too worried about the royal family. They're just like, oh, they're gone? All right. And that's what sets the whole motion off of, the royal family fleeing, running away. Now there's much more going on, but I don't want to super get into that and give it all away. Of course, there's a betrayal from the trailer. Of course, the people are going to be duped or kind of siding with Maximus, but I don't want to give too much away because this is something that everyone hasn't really gotten a chance to see. So what do I think about it? Well, I'd have to give this out of 5 stars. I think it's solid. I'm gonna go in and sit this joint at 3 stars. The sets are beautiful. The city of Adelan is just so ornate. I love the costumes. I even love the characters that we have to follow. Their relationships mean something to me because it means something to them. I think it's written well as far as the relationships are handled. Now, of course, it's network television. So when you're there, it looks like you're watching TV on a huge screen. But that in no way means that this is a horrible film or a horrible 2 episodes that they put together and kind of made into a film. This is still very solid. I like Maximus. I like Black Bolt. I'm very interested to see how that, relationship plays out. I'm also now pretty invested in the royal family. Like Karnak, at this time, he's in a predicament, I'll say that. You have Gorgon, he's dealing with his issues. Everyone's scattered at this time, and I want to see how the society plays out with the crew right under their noses. So you add that with Lockjaw, who is just he's so lovable, and some pretty decent, solid effects. I mean, if you've seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you kind of know the level of effects that you're going to see here. But I think the sets of Adelan is where they really shine. But the sad thing is that when they go to Earth, when they come to Earth, they come to Hawaii. When they come to Hawaii, it's just like, this is no diss to Hawaii. Hawaii is a beautiful place, but you're talking about like an imaginary world that's like just so beautiful, and it's, this palace, and now you're just like, oh, we're on Earth. So I would have loved to spend more time in Adelan. I really would. I love the sets, the way it's set up, just even learning more about the society, but we didn't get that. And I hope that we get more. Now, as far as should you go see this, unless you're an extremely hardcore InHumans fan, I'd have to say that you might want to reel it in and wait, because IMAX is not cheap. Like, I dropped a lot of people, the tickets were like $20. So $20 to see this. Now you might be able to see a matinee or a really early morning showing that will, the price will be cheaper, but it's a lot for a TV show on the big screen. And this is not to diss the show, because it looks like what it's supposed to look like. It's a TV show. But it's hard for me to tell you guys to drop $20 just to watch a TV show on the big screen, because we're gonna see it on September 29th or something like that, whenever it actually drops. So we're gonna be able to see it later. And I think you guys can enjoy it just as much then. Now, should you watch? Yes, I think you should. If you're into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if you're into InHumans, if you're into that kind of like groundwork that they've laid, I think this is worth it for you to at least check the 1st and 2nd episode when they drop it on ABC. So guys, from me to you, I'm very interested to know if you've seen the IMAX presentation for, of course, Marvel's InHumans. Holla at me, I'ma holla at you down in the comments. I'll try to answer as many questions if you haven't seen it as I can without being super spoilery, but I just don't want to give everything away because I know a lot of people are not going to go see this. So, guys, before I bounce, I gotta tell you to holla at ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there is no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. And of course, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart, and please, be good to yourself, be good to each other, and remember, the best way to travel is by lockjaw. Peace.